Welcome back to part 48 of Hollow Knight Silksong. We still have one more grub to save, and we should be out of all of them for a while, if not the whole game. I don't know if they get captured again in Act 3 or what even happens in Act 3. Get out of the hitbox! Stop doing that. Don't jump. Don't fall in the water. This is going great. You're gonna jump and hit me, aren't you? I've got no way of healing. I'm stuck on one mask. Granted, that is the fragile mask, so I could take just a little bit of damage. Broken free, and we're at the next bench. There must be a bench here. Yes, there is. Good. Right, safe again. Let's leave and make our way over to the slab. There you are. Wondering where that was in the list? We should be fine. To make our way to the left. Wait, what? There's a flea in the slab. How did I miss this one? It's right here. Also, why was there just a random rosary in that? Okay, glad I found that one. We must have only found 2 in the previous episode if there was 4 in that list. Or were there 5? Either way, it doesn't matter. For now, we need to get something back, and that would be a blue tool. Great. I don't know what to put in that third slot. I never do. It's usually the warding bell. But I reckon the sawtooth circlet might actually be useful here. Right. Let's climb Mount Faye for the third time, well, second time today. Right, that's a shortcut. And let's try looking for this flea. Oh, the sawtooth circlet might actually just be causing more problems. But it might actually just hit the wall. Yeah, it might end up hitting the wall exactly when I need it. Right, okay, so that's been covered. We need to go a little bit higher. But I don't know if we can get much higher. Right, that has fallen. That's causing us no more issues. I heard it hit the bottom, so we should be fine. I know I'm going backwards through this section, but I just want to check this bit out. Okay, I can climb through the ceiling. Oh, and there's a flea. I didn't even spot it in the ice. Okay. I think it's probably best for us to just save and quit. And this should just bring us back to the slab. Good. The other bench probably would have been better, but at least this one's right by the bellway. And now I think we have saved every single fleet. And I did not equip the tool again. I keep forgetting to do that. No. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, that knocked me out of it. That's good. Right, one of those is gone. And we've made it back over to Fleetopia. Over. Right. Oh, my dear friend, Miss Hornet, look at how many of the lost fleas have come. It seems even the last few stragglers are now with us. That is well, Flea Master. My travels through this land have been far and deep, and yet at almost every reach I met the friendly, inquisitive presence of your kind. You fleas have an uncommon desire for adventure, which I find admirable, even if it is seldom matched by capability. Though I am long accustomed to travelling alone, following your journey and sharing some part in its progress has been a warm thing. Ah, and so happy to have you made we fleas. I would be honoured to bestow one final gift unto you, Miss Hornet, a treasure from Fleakind's glorious past. May it mark you forever as a friend to us all. Yay! That's another achievement. Yeah, I think that's... I have heard that there is more content with the fleas, so I don't entirely know how to trigger it, whether it has to be Act 3 or something else. But now that we've gotten all of the fleas, I can say we have significant amounts of progress. Likely towards Act 3. Okay. Not dealing with you. I'd rather deal with the top of this area than those lot. But even then, we shall be out of here. Wait, hang on, there's a bench off to the left, isn't there? I could have just rested here this entire time. There's the one in Bilewater, but there's also this one here. Okay. I know we're safe climbing this now. To escape from here. I do love it when that happens. Those enemies are such pains. But I don't entirely know where to go now. We have everything that I can think of. And I know the achievements are working, so the one for battling Chakra should have gone off if it was a thing. Right, let's head back up to Songclave. And hopefully we can get there. Hopefully we can get into Act 3. This is the final settlement, so it should be here. Oh, you want something. It's feeling almost time, eh, Bellringer? You and her who waits up there. That fated meeting won't hold forever. Ready to make your play to oust one ruler and claim her place? I'll not deny some part of me desires that outcome. Dominance, it seems, is baked deep in my blood. As too, no doubt, for the one up top. And yet, another part resists. A part over time I find myself siding with more. That part wishes not to claim a monarch's mantle. Rather, it would see my freedom regained, and this kingdom's bugs unshackled from their pale chains. Remarkable idea you're speaking there, Bellringer. A world cut free. Not a wish I'd had much cause to hope on, serious-like, but I ain't surprised to hear you speak it. For all your helping, I've been seeing it clearer. You've still got the monarch in you, all right, and the glare of a weaver. But the ambition, that's wild, different from both. If you have already guessed to my desire, sir, and share some part of it, would you offer me aid in the conflict to come? Aye, maybe yes. I can barely bear to tell it, but there's an idea, one rare disgust, a fear of her up there sensing the score. You have conceived a method, I take it, a way to see a monarch removed, and me left free from claiming her station. We have, me and what remains of my family. It's a trap of a sort, beyond the skill of this citadel, one to go further than just her binding. You'd be just the hunter to set it, if you're dare enough to try. Silk and soul. Grant me your aid, sir. If your trap provides a path to freedom, both for myself and... oh, my voice is going. Both for myself and your landsbugs, I may indeed choose to trigger it. What work do you require of me now to see your service made? It's my family's strength you'll need to be seeking, Bellringer. Us 3 old bugs still alive spread across this kingdom, and 1 poor cousin dead and drained in swamps choked rotten. Each has power, raw, savage stuff. For you they'll give it, if their fascination at the act, or the thrill of defiance, or because they have no choice at all. And last, as the base, seek a weapon of Weaver's past. Should still be one left, down there in the largest nest, a snare to set a rune of searing silk. Our trap will be woven tight about it. I believe we have everything now. Although, did I actually check in on Grindel? So it's probably best we go for the base first. But I want to check in on Grindel, so we'll use the bellways for that first. Because I do want to use the bellways to get down to the biggest weave nest. So we want to go to Blasted Steps, just so I can check in on Grindel. Because I would rather grab all of the stuff I can before Act 3. Because I've heard it is difficult. And I can only imagine it would be. Okay, there is actually one more. 740 for the snitch pick. We don't have any way of getting that, though. Other than the courier's quests. 740. We'll go back over to Belhart and we'll sort out this this whole thing next time. But for now, I do want that last tool. So, more rosaries is always nice. So we'll go ahead and deliver some stuff. And I forgot to actually check if there was anything after the liquid lacquer. There isn't. Okay, Songclave or Fleetopia? Songclave. We're not going Fleetopia. Even if it would give a ton of rosaries. Okay, so what way is probably better to get up to Songclave? I think we should go through Sinner's Road to get to the exhaust organ, rather than going through the Blasted Steps again. Suppose it'd be a different route for us to check out, but even then, this is going to be tough. Even with 5 hits that we can take. Oh, I almost hit that. Right, going through the upper section was probably easier last time, because I know I did go this way. Right. So, just directly across through this room. And I'd rather avoid that enemy. Or as many enemies as I can, for that matter. Everywhere I jump, there's always destruction. And not even when I land, just while I'm in the air. Well, we need to go up to Sinner's Road, so... through here's the cleanest way we can go. I've got plenty of tools I can use for the job. This is not the path. That is the way back to that one. We're not going all the way through Sinner's Road like we did last time. We're just doing this for the money that it will give us. All the rosaries. 360, I think it was? Still, over 300 is nice. Whew. We'll probably double our rosary count. How did that enemy not notice us? Okay. Now we head left. However, I want to go through the upper path. Although that enemy's going to be waiting for us, won't it? Ow. It is. Did that take 2 of them off? I think it did. Great. This is... going about as well as I'd expected. Right. Okay. We're nearly back in Bilewater. At which point I can go up through the exhaust organ, and I'd rather do that than go up through Bilewater. Just because of all the traps. But at least this room has very few enemies. Just after the silk there. That's all. Oh great, my nose is going again. Okay, looks like that way is not a dead end, because I can do that. The lift. The lift is what... If I fail now, I'm blaming the lift. I don't know why I didn't expect a lift there. But we need to go over to the Grand Bellway next. And then going up through that room is probably the quickest way back up to Songclave. I just need to be really careful now. Oh hey, shell shards. Somehow I didn't notice those before. Ooh, almost hit those spikes immediately. Made it. Oh wait, no, we need to go down. Down here. I'm gonna rest this bench. Just in case anything goes wrong. You two come to life. That's one easy jump there. Now go into the stage just so I can de-aggro that enemy. Does the stage lead anywhere close? Not really. I mean, it just leads us through a couple more rooms that are probably more dangerous, actually. Okay, we're nearly there. Going here just to... Oh, you're here. Looking for goodies of your own, dear one. You'd do well to avoid the dark vaults near here. They say the keepers inside were jealous hoarders, even before the Silken Curse came down. You have more familiarity with the Citadel than most, madam. How long have you spent here, surviving amongst the haunted corridors? Oh, long enough. It's not such a bad lot, as told. The memories of my pilgrimage have all faded now, but life spent in the Citadel's golden halls was all I ever wished for. And lo and behold, my humble wish was granted. Certainly, the place might be a bit past its prime, but it would be churlish of me to complain now, wouldn't it? Also, I've just remembered we actually have a couple of things to deliver, so I could have just delivered those two and gotten the rosaries through that. Too late now. We're getting the rosaries through this way, through this method. We'll be back up to that other bit anyway, at some point. Right, okay, so we need to either head up or to the right, and I think going up is the better play, going past those guard things. Because all I can do is this. And just win. Win those battles. It does use up some shell shards, but we can very easily get those. We have a bunch of them to spare. Are you the one? Yeah. Yeah, so we've delivered those. I don't entirely know if there's a reward for completing all of them, but now we have enough of those, enough rosaries through that, to go ahead and visit the slab, not the slab, the blasted steps, and find Grindel again. And if Grindel was the only one left, it certainly is useful for that. But, yeah. Who knows if things cost even more in the third act. I'll be back soon. Unless I fall. Right, okay, back to Grindel. Okay, and now we can get the rosaries from any enemies without defeating them. So let's go ahead and head back over to Bellheart and deliver these extra relics. And once that's done, we can finally get to this other task. Right, up to 318. Are there any more? I mean, yeah, they're infinite, I suppose, but even then. 410 for Fleetopia. That is such a far distance. Going through Bilewater is probably the best option, but I don't know. Bilewater is such a difficult area to get through. I'd rather not. But yeah, we need to gather all of the some of the oldest bugs. So, and it mentioned the base was towards the bottom. So, bone bottom. I think it mentioned the Weaver. So I can only assume it's that Weaver that we met all the way back in the Weave Nest at the bottom. Which is just so far away. The wish wall doesn't appear to be doing anything. If it was shining, then there'd be something there for us, but no, there isn't. So, None of that. So I'll go over to this weave nest. It's the only one that has a map of its own, so... I can only assume that this is the one that they meant by the largest one. Ooh, my drink decided to do something there. Let's see if we can speak to you. Eva, I am seeking a tool, told to be somewhere in this structure. It is a snare device of Weaver make. Do you know of it? I may, lady. Search from over here. Search over from here on side where the moss meets the nest. There my mothers built their tools, old traps and bindings. Small things, but tests for larger forms. I still remember their thoughts as they worked, their desperation and their hunger. Another hopeless attempt to wrest their freedom. All ended in failure, of course. Lady, my senses resound. You have grown further beyond the bounds of a bug. Permit me to gaze upon your nature, that I may offer clarity. Okay, so we get another upgrade as well. Evolve the crest of the hunter again. So it's brought us back to that one again. Lady, if in your travels you are able to further expand your nature, return to me. With what power I possess, I may be able to aid you further. If my nature expands, as you say, Eva, then I shall return. So... Eva mentioned something about... Hang on, do we actually have something in our inventory that... I mean, we have the Seeker's Soul and the Simple Key, but I don't remember a door that we could use that Simple Key on. Anyway, let's not use the Hunter crest. Let's go back to the Reaper. I just prefer the Reaper. It said where it meets moss. Only 5 hits on that. Oh yeah, there's one of those at the beginning of the game as well. In a little hidden spot. Very close to the start of the game, and because they deal 2 damage, they are terrifying on a Steel Saw run. But I need to explore this area a bit more thoroughly. Did the... What did this give me? Nothing there. I haven't spotted it still. Right, I don't know if it's even down here. Silk and Soul. Oh, we have one of them. The Snare Setter. Right, so it's definitely something that's down here. But where the nest meets moss. Is it up here? Oh. This room I've not been in. There it is. Okay. There's the Snare Setter. Okay, so it's just the others then that we need to find. Let's leave this place and continue on our way then. I need to have another look at this. Maiden and Hermit. Maiden's Soul. Who? Although I suppose I should look for characters that resemble the one that gave us the task in the first place. And the first one that I can think of is actually quite close to here. And the Hermit. The Hermit, I think that's in the... they were referred to in... Yeah, you resemble the other guy. Madam, I return and seeking power to aid the construction of a trap at request of your sibling resting atop the citadel. Aye, Hunter, so you managed to rouse the old fool. I've known it coming, felt it, and I'm glad I am. Rest, our family spent far too long huddled and glum. Or dead. Not me. I'd always been thinking it a waste to just take what's coming when her up top wakes. Better to fight for freedom or go out in a blaze. And there's one more. The Hermit is what's left. And I think I know where that is. Back in Belheart. Again. We've been there quite frequently. Just visiting all of the different settlements. But, now that we're back in Belheart... we can just run through here. So there was no reason to go in any particular order. We can just go ahead and find you again. So the slave comes seeking. I've heard it, wishing on a world cut free, yes? Along with my nephew up there. Sounds he's sunk as simple as you. Will you not provide your aid, Bug? This trap he plans requires power, and I suspect you're hoarding more than most. Oh no, I'll give it. Not in the hope you'll succeed. In that, there's a slim chance. I give just to see that restless energy unleashed. So much soul, found and formed, generations of it, all going to waste. Better it's given a chance to blaze. Is that everything? I mean, it didn't go yellow, so... there might be more? No, we have all of them. Give the collected components to the caretaker of Songclave. Okay. Back up to Songclave it is, then. It was this side, wasn't it? Yeah, the Ventrica station. Back to the first shrine. And also Songclave. So, I have the items requested. Craft me your trap so that we may set this land free. Silk and soul wish granted. Found it all, did you, Bellringer? Then join me and let's get to prepping. I'll be asking both your silk and your claws for the construction. It's done. The parts are prepared. I'm heading up now to set the heavy thing. Even with the trap laid, best be guessing her on top won't go down so simple. She'll sense what's coming. That blade of yours is going to have to do its work before the thing can snap. I'd expected such, sir. I am ready. Set your snare and I shall attend shortly. I think we can get this done in the time remaining. And even though the Reaper Crest is kind of slow, well, because the Reaper Crest is kind of slow, I'm swapping over to the to this one, and going to use. Wait, that's a tool. It decreases the cost of silk skills while health is full. Oh wow. Huh. Right, we have one blue space available. So healing it is. Yellow, I don't think we need the weighted belt, although it is nice, I suppose. Let's go ahead and make our way to the top once more. Because this is potentially it. Also, do I actually still have that craft metal? I do. So that one there didn't cost it. Wait. Oh, I thought that was solid. It's not. Keep climbing. We're back in the cradle. Yep, and my nose is going again, so this will be the last part I record for today, I reckon. I've got other things I need to do anyway, so... this is going to be... fun. Wait. No, that doesn't go up. Maybe I should complete this with the Hunter's Crest. End it the way it started. Ah, there you are. Ain't you come a long way, Bellringer, granting wishes, saving bugs, even rousing my sullen family to act. The snare is set above, our power bound along its thread. To your sight, it may seem a crude thing, but there's a fair strength to it, enough to quell a god. You and your family have done me well, sir. I shall prove your faith in the meeting ahead. Aye. Bring your best, Bellringer. Call forth our great pale god. Cut her weak, then drive the beast down atop the snare. Contact made will stir the snare alight, but only your needle's song will awaken the spell in full. When that moment arrives, you'll see it clear. So we need to use the needle in. Okay. I can see the trap on the floor. Yeah, we're gonna need to defeat Grandmother Silk once more. We are ready for round 2. Ah! Oh, great. No, I'm not at full health. Yup. Is that it? I can see it awakening, but... oh dear. Ah. Heal that. I mean, we're actually getting through this quite easily. Even with the double damage from a lot of these hits. Nope. This is it. This is it. least you have a choice to make there. Is that Void? Lace, what are you doing? Wait, did Lace just sacrifice herself to the Void? Letting Hornet live. And now it all crumbles. We are getting there. We're almost there. Surely. But that's another achievement. We've gotten a few achievements today, so... yeah. Anyway, we've already let the credits roll once. I don't think we need to let it roll again. Not unless there's anything different, but... yeah, there's no way of me skipping this, so... I suppose I'll just end the episode here. We have run over time anyway, so... I've been Luke, playing Hollow Knight Silksong, signing out.